Welcome back to the channel, Adam from RC Action Australia. Thanks for stopping by once again. And today we're going to take a look at some Kyosho builds. So I've had these for a little while I took a little bit of a break from YouTube, and definitely was doing some custom builds in the background. So let's have a look at these custom Kyosho builds. This one here, when I first sort of learnt about the new 60th anniversary in that nice cobalt teal colour, I figured, I had two Optima Mid Riri kits, and I figured I'd maybe turn one into sort of that 60th anniversary. So we've done a fair bit to that one, and we've also built ourselves a Ultima. So stick around, let's check them out, and we'll go through each car one by one. So welcome back to the channel. Before we get on to looking at these custom Kyoshos, I do want to show you the Joel Johnson one that I've built, and definitely want to say a big thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed throughout 2023. 2024 should be a big year. We've got lots of cars, and lots of people have sent me some inquiries about some of the cars behind me, so we'll get those onto the channel as well. I do build a lot just for my own personal collection. I don't put everything on YouTube. So if you do see something, I rotate about all my cars between the wall behind me. But obviously, to celebrate that 4,000 subscribers, we are doing a giveaway. So hit that link above, listen and watch that video, and you can win yourself an RC drift truck. And around mid-January 2024, let's just say the 15th, that'll be the cutoff, and I'll contact someone who is a subscriber and who's put a comment in that video above. So that video there, go check that one out, and check out that gorgeous RC10 that's behind me there. Beautiful RC car. So before we get on to looking at the custom Kyoshos that I've built, good opportunity to take a look at the Joel Johnson edition. I don't believe I've done a video on this one on the channel. I think I put some photos up and maybe a quick shorts video from memory. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful RC car. Picked this one up. I think I got this before anyone else in the world, to be honest. I picked this one up from Hong Kong, and I think they had the wrong list price on it, because it ended up being posted here to Australia cheaper than what they are in Australia. So don't really know, but I got a cracking deal on it, so that's all that matters. So let's take a quick look at this one, and then we'll get on to the custom ones that I've built. Before we go diving into the next car, if you are new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. All your support makes the channel grow and reach more people, and about 60% of the people who watch my videos aren't even subscribers, so it doesn't cost you anything, and we do some free giveaways at some milestones on the channel. So if you haven't built yours yet, just pay close attention. It is a Tomahawk body. Now, you do get some decals to put on to show you the cut lines, so don't follow the cut lines on the body, otherwise it won't fit the Ultima. So I've seen a few people on the forums cut it out as if it was going to go onto a Tomahawk, but the cut lines are completely different. So don't go too hard and fast into that. Now, I went with a box art. It is actually metallic white with a bit of pearl in it, but you don't really notice it. And same with the wing. Kept it all pretty well box art. Just got to be careful with the wing. It is a bit of a pain the way that it mounts on and off the car. So the chassis, I've actually got a Speedworks Joel Johnson brushed motor in the back. This one's fully wired up for electrics. Everything's ready to go. But I did take a little bit of a break from the hobby, so that's about as far as it's gotten. I do want to get one of the underside covers, but not available in Australia. Everyone overseas won't post to Australia. So if anyone's feeling generous and they want to contact me and send one over, or at least source one for me, contact me in my email in my bio. That'd be very much appreciated. So that's just a quick look at the Joel Johnson, and Before I got that one, I actually wanted to build an Ultima that actually had a carbon chassis. So this is where the Ultima, this started out as just a re-release Ultima. Wasn't a huge fan of the metal or aluminium chassis, and I definitely wanted to go for a different look. Now, I did actually intend on building this into a Joel Johnson edition. Then the Joel Johnson came out, so I changed my plans a little bit on this one. And as you can see, I've gone with the teal or the cobalt green from Tamiya. Done a bit of a blend, so some PS4 out into that cobalt. And if anyone recognises these decals, they are off the Ultima 2 Pro, I think, or Kyosho Ultima 2. So I think they actually complement the colours quite nicely, and some of the decals were just left over from the Joel Johnson decal sheet and the original Ultima decal sheet. So yeah, I think it's come up quite nice. I wasn't going to invest too much into changing the shocks. I do have some other shocks here, but the red one's actually tied in quite nice. J Concept Racing 2.2 wheels, Schumacher tyres, and it's a Ultima Pro body. So I actually like the Ultima Pro body over the Tomahawk body, so I think it's come out quite nice. Now for the chassis, I've gone pretty well, a little bit over the top with this one, and again I had already bought all of these parts to make a Joel Johnson. It's a Berserk RC carbon fibre chassis with the shock towers as well. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful piece of kit. You can go check them out. Super fast post. They're in Australia. I'm in Australia, so it was literally a couple of days. We have put the front and rear stabilizer bars, the option stabilizer bars on this one. And yeah, it's just an absolutely cracking RC car. Okay, so this one here is the Optima Mid. So this is a re-re car, but there's not really much left of it other than probably the shocks and the diffs and whatnot. Straight up, you can see that I've gone for sort of that 60th anniversary look. Don't really know if I'll keep it this way, but it may be the chassis, the shell and whatnot that I use when I take it out for a bit of a run. So again, we've gone sort of a metallic blue fade into that cobalt green, and I actually traced the wing end plates off the Joel Johnson replica and made some of my own polycarbonate ends to go on the end, because I do believe the actual real kit of this one does have that. So I think that came out all right. Don't really know. The actual proper anniversary body is completely different. It looks a bit longer and a bit more stretched than this one. So yeah, not 100% sold on how this one looks, to be honest. But I had two Optima Mid re-re kits, one with the turbo body and extra decals, and another one came up on eBay, and I think eBay had like a 30% off code on it, so I couldn't say no, so that's why I thought I'd do this one up. And we went all out with a lot of carbon fibre parts. So let's take the body off, take a look at the chassis, and I'll tell you my plans for this one. Before we take a look at the chassis, that is the body. Like I said, we've gone the bit of a blend, and we've used the Ultima 2 decals, just to sort of replicate what Kyosho was bringing out with the 60th anniversary, the sort of blue tones and the stripes. This is a reproduction body, reproduction decal, so that's why I sort of went with this way, and I am probably going to turn this back into a normal Optima Mid, and I may give away the body on the channel or something. So not overly sold on how it's turned out, but I think it looks okay. And again, we've got some 2.2 JC Racing wheels, and I colour coded them to the body and paired it with some Schumacher tyres. So I actually think the wheels and tyres look a bit too big on this one, so that's why I think I'll go back to sort of the box art look eventually. I think it's EXO design chassis is what I've put on this one. Full carbon fibre. It actually went together beautifully. A lot of people were saying that they had some issues with the belt tensioning. Now I think there's two different kits you can buy on their website. There's like a vintage version, and then there's like a re-release version. I don't have any issues with the tensioning on my belt. It is actually done up nearly all the way, but it actually seems quite good. So that's the Optima Mid, and like I said, I have two of these ReRe kits, and that's why I thought I'd build one and actually turn it into a bit of a showpiece with the carbon fibre. And the other thing too is I do have an under tray from Penguin Bodies for this one as well, and I've got a 13.5 turn motor set up in this one. So the intention was to eventually take this one racing as well into a vintage class. So that's sort of the two custom builds and obviously the Joel Johnson replica Kyosho builds that I've done. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. Well, that's the end of today's video, and thanks for stopping by again. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and check out that other video that I mentioned before to win something back for the viewers and subscribers. So this is my pick of the three. Let me know in the comments which one you think is the best. I just think the body on this one, the carbon fibre, the wheels, it all sort of just complements it, but that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you think. A lot of purists probably like the Joel Johnson, but definitely this one is, you know, there's a lot of custom work has gone into this one. There's a lot of things off some other cars that aren't even Kyosho that I've also put onto this one, like the wing mounts, etc. So it's definitely a bit of a blend of things, and I took a bit of a risk sort of getting some of those older decals, trying a few different paint blends and schemes, and I think this one looks absolutely awesome. So that's it for today's video. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.